One day in Medina, a rich person came to Rasulullah and he says, I would like to invite your daughter, Bibi Fatima, to the wedding of my daughter. Rasulullah said, okay, I'm going to go and ask my daughter and I'll let you know. So he goes to Bibi Fatima and he tells her that you've been invited to a marriage. And Bibi Fatima says, okay, I'll go. But first, let me go and ask my husband, Ali, for permission. Now look, before Bibi Fatima is leaving the house, she is asking permission from Mawla Ali. I sincerely wish that the other wife who left the house and traveled so far all the way to Basra, to the Battle of Jamal, would have thought about asking permission from her husband before she would have left the house. Why? In the Quran, it clearly states that the wife of Rasulullah cannot leave the house. But this wife not only left the house, traveled so far to Basra, all the way to go and fight Imam Ali in the Battle of Jamal. Now, on the day of the wedding, Allah, He sends clothes to Bibi Fatima, nice clothing, and the angels escorted her to the house. Why? Because the rich man that had invited Bibi Fatima to his daughter's wedding, he did not have good intentions. His intentions were to make fun of the poverty state of Bibi Fatima. But now Bibi Fatima, she's wearing nice clothes. She's being escorted by the angels. And she arrives at the house. When she arrives at the house, there's guests. The guests, they see this, they immediately faint. Immediately. But the bride, when she sees this, she dies. And now the mother of the bride, she comes running. She prays to Bibi Fatima, I beg you, please can you revive my daughter? Bibi Fatima says, okay, now let me first pray 2 rakat namaz and then I will make dua. So now Bibi Fatima, she prays 2 rakat namaz. And while she is making dua, the bride wakes up. She looks at Bibi Fatima and she says, this is the same lady by whose dua I was brought back to life, by whose prayer my life was given back to me. Now the bride, when she wakes up, she recited the kalma. She says, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, Aliyun Waliyullah. Now the guests at the wedding, they saw this miracle. A few minutes earlier, the bride was dead and now she is alive. So they immediately all recite the kalma, the guests in the wedding, after they saw this miracle happen in front of them. Now, I want to talk about this miracle a bit more because look, when the bride died, was she a Muslim? No. But when she woke up, was she a Muslim? Yes. This shows that the authority of Bibi Fatima is it's not just in this world. It is also in the other world, known as Alam-e Arwa. Why? Because when the bride died, she wasn't a Muslim. But when she woke up, she was a Muslim. Which means that Bibi Fatima did not make her convert to Islam in this world. She made her convert to Islam in the other world. Which also proves that Bibi Fatima has the status of wilayat. And her authority is in this world and in the other world, known as Alam-e Arwa. This is the beautiful story of Bibi Sayyida, also known as Bibi Fatima ki Kahani, that is recited whenever we have issues, whenever we're stressed about something or we're facing problems. We recite this kahani, this story, for our problems to be solved, for our worries to be solved, for anything that's keeping us awake to be solved, and we pray that our du'as are accepted in her name.